Welcome to the Mirror Tea and Sake House. You're tuned in to Inner Mirror, Outer Wellness, the series where we slow down, sip something beautiful, and rediscover the wisdom hidden in everyday things. Today, we're brewing up something most people throw away, something the ancient Maya considered sacred, and modern wellness completely forgot. Meet your new favorite cup, Cacao Husk Tea. Segment 1. What is Cacao Husk Tea? Here's something wild. Every chocolate bar you've ever eaten started inside a thin, papery shell, the cacao husk, sometimes called the cacao shell or cascarilla. When chocolate makers roast cacao beans, they peel off these husks and toss them out. Tons of them. Globally, we're talking about hundreds of thousands of tons of cacao shells discarded every year. But here's the secret the industry has been quietly sitting on. Those husks brew into one of the most delicious, comforting, lightly chocolatey teas you've ever tasted. Segment 2. A sacred history. Long before chocolate became a candy bar, cacao was currency, medicine, ceremony. The Maya and the Aztecs called it the food of the gods, and they didn't waste a single part of the pod. Cacao husks were brewed into healing infusions, used in rituals, and prized for their grounding, heart-opening properties. Then came colonization, industrial chocolate, and the Great Forgetting. The beans went to Europe. The husks swept off the factory floor. For 500 years, we've been drinking only half the story. Segment 3. The science inside the shell. Now let's geek out for a second, because the science here is genuinely exciting. Cacao husks are rich in theobromine, a natural compound that's chemically related to caffeine but acts very differently in the body. Instead of that jittery coffee buzz, theobromine gives you a slow, steady lift, better mood, sharper focus, and gentle cardiovascular support. The husks are also packed with polyphenols and flavonoids, the same antioxidants that make dark chocolate famous. Studies have linked these compounds to reduced inflammation, improved blood flow, and even better long-term brain health. And here's the kicker. Cacao husk tea contains only a trace of caffeine, roughly 1/10 of what you'd find in a cup of coffee. So you can drink it in the evening without staring at the ceiling at 2 a.m. Naturally sugar-free, rich in magnesium, iron, and fiber. It's basically a hug in a cup with a PhD. Segment 4. The niche stuff nobody talks about. Here's where it gets fun. 1. Cacao husk tea is one of the most sustainable beverages on the planet. You're literally drinking what would have been thrown away. Zero waste, full flavor. 2. It pairs beautifully with milk, oat milk. 3. In parts of Latin America, grandmothers still brew cacao husk tea to soothe coughs, settle stomachs, and calm restless children before bed. Old wisdom, quietly correct. And 4. The flavor itself is hard to describe. Imagine roasted chocolate, dried cherries, a whisper of vanilla, and the comfort of a campfire. All without a single gram of sugar. So the next time someone tells you wellness has to be complicated, remember the cacao husk. A forgotten shell, full of ancient intelligence, just waiting to be remembered. If you enjoyed this little journey, hit that like button, it really does help us out. And subscribe to the channel so you never miss an episode of Inner Mirror, Outer Wellness. We've got so much more brewing. Until next time, breathe deep, sip slow, and stay curious. This has been the Mirror Tea and Sake House. See you soon.